November is strategic financial planning themed, and this week we're going to go over financial tools that scale from startup to enterprise. A lot of tools out there. For anyone who knows me knows I like to talk about financial tools, operation tools. I've implemented a bunch of them. So if you want to talk about any one specific to what I discussed today or beyond, please feel free to reach out to me. This video is going to be a short video with a little more in-depth article hitting the site soon. So I'm going to go over some of the core tools, not essential. I'm going to get to the core, then go into essential tools. So up to $100 million of revenue, you really, Google Excel sheets are supreme and they're perfect for most businesses. The key features you could do with those, you could do your 13-week cash flow forecasting. You could do your monthly budget tracking. You could do KPI dashboards. It's really a robust tool. And I know, hey, it might sound bad. And listen, I've implemented several forecasting tools. Excel, Google Sheets are still one of those foundational things. Not to say you shouldn't move off eventually, but success factors here are really strong naming conventions, protected formulas, and version controls. Okay, I've personally done version 100. Okay, it's quite a journey, but one of those things. Just want to say it is a core tool. Up to $100 million, you can utilize it to full capacity. And I'm going to say even higher than 100 million, but going over $100 million for really like the enterprise solutions as far as finance is concerned, budgeting, forecasting, etc. You want to look at really two areas. One, Anaplan, really big. I've heard really great things about that. And then two, Hyperion Planning, which is an Oracle product. I've implemented that. It was at Scholastic Book Fairs, $500 million business line there. When you want to think about switching, so if you're doing the Google Sheets, Excel, when you want to think about switching is really when you have complexity triggers issues, particularly Google Sheets. There's really a shorter capacity on that than Excel. Thankfully, Excel can scale a little bit higher. But once you get into those complexity triggers, when you want to have it shared a little bit easier, even though they do have a decent shared feature now, and then really integration needs, if you want to integrate in multiple systems, if you want things to seed the planning for the next year by month, by person, etc., by group. Those things really bring it to the complexity level of over $100 million. Definitely recommend that. I've gone from Excel, Microsoft Access to fully cloud performance management system for commissions, sales commissions. So there's always something out there, a lot of different tools. Again, happy to talk about anyone in particular. As far as the essential support tools, so the accounting foundations for really that scalable business is really going to be QuickBooks Online. Highly recommend that if you're a small to mid-sized business. Then once you step up over, let's say, $80 to $100 million, you want to start looking at NetSuite. NetSuite kind of has that sweet spot with small to mid-sized businesses. Then you move on up there to more of the Oracle enterprise levels. I will say out in the marketplace, you don't see a lot of QuickBooks developers because it's really just out of the box, works really well for small to mid-sized businesses. Once you start going to NetSuite though, it's an Oracle product. There are specific NetSuite developers. Any Oracle product, as anyone has ever used, is not cheap. So then you can start getting the custom development, which is great for your business. But as businesses evolve, it just costs money to upkeep that. So I've implemented in NetSuite. It's a great system, great tool out there. Of course, all the Oracle products are good as well for larger businesses. Cash flow management. So you can look at using the inherent QuickBooks tools, but also Bill.com for accounts payable. You can use Stripe. Stripe is a good tool for you taking payments. For business intelligence, so I would recommend Power BI, a really great tool. Of course, it makes sense if you're in Microsoft Suite already. I implemented that. That is a semi-user-friendly structure. And recently, I've gone down the path of Domo, which is a business intelligence and data warehouse tool together. I'm on my way to get Domo certified, but at my current company, we are implementing that. It is going really well. It is a lot more intuitive than I thought. More to come on that. On the expense management side, I've used a lot of different products. I would say Concur is one of those tools that has been around for a while, SAP tool. It works. And, there's a couple tools out there. One that's a bolt on the Bill.com, but ultimately Concur is one that works, relatively priced affordably. And you're not going to go wrong with it, but we'll say that much. So really, implementation keys are you want to start with the essentials, okay? You want to focus on team training, and you want to have regular tool reviews. I've seen a lot of companies that they have redundant tools. You want to make sure you monitor that. Then you want to take a look at just the return on investment. Has this really done what you thought it was going to do? And so you always want to remember tools support the strategy. They don't replace it. Okay, start with what you need, not what's trending. All right, just because someone says, "Hey, this is a tool just came out, yesterday," you really, as a business owner, business lead, you want to go with the tried and true activities, particularly if you're knocking on the door of a 50 to 100 million plus business.